Welcome to lesson 14, problem number 2, where we are solving a system of inequalities, meaning there is more than one inequality, and we have to find and shade only the points that would work in both of the inequalities. So let's start with x is greater than -1. As a reminder, x is greater than -1 is simply a vertical line that goes through every point where x is -1. So I'm kind of exaggerating this, but notice that I'm dotting it. I'm like dashing the line. I'm not making it a solid line because it's not or equal to -1. So only the points greater than -1 work. So to shade that portion, I'm going to put arrows at the top to indicate, and the bottom to indicate that we keep going. But the only points that work, let's kind of draw that a little bit better, are on the right-hand side of the graph. And all these points work. So now I'm going to change the color and I'm going to do this one in blue. Y is greater than x. As a reminder, the line y is greater than x has a y-intercept of 0 because it's really y is greater than x plus 0. And the slope is the number in front of x, which even though it's not written there, we know is 1. So we can go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. And we can also go down 1, left 1, because that's still a positive slope. And once again, I'm going to just kind of shade this in a minute, but I want to first dash that line because that dash line indicates that y cannot be equal to x. Y can only be greater than x. So we could either test a point, but I think in this case, since y is greater than x, we know that the only points that work are going to be above this line. So I'm going to kind of shade above the line, but technically it's all of these points. But the points that I'm really going to emphasize, and I'm going to make that a little bit different color for us. Let's kind of just get a really nice dark color here. Like let's go with black right there. And what I want you to see is that the points that are solutions to the system of inequalities are the points right in here to the right of the vertical line and above that other line. So this black area right here is the solution to this system because those are the points that work in both. Okay, let's go back now and let's take a look at the next problem. And once again, we can graph it pretty quickly because it's in y equals mx plus b form. So we're going to go to -1 for the first one. I'm going to kind of just shade that that's red. Okay, and we are going to go up 3 over 5. So up 1, 2, 3 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to kind of take those extra points and take them out of there because I don't want those 3 points. But that was helping, I think, for you to see where I was going with that. But I'm just going to make this a solid line between those 2 points because, let's see if that turns into a nice straight line. We might have to do it again. Let's do it again. But we wanted to go through those 2 points, and this time it can be a solid line. And it can be a solid line because of the or equal to. So I'm going to put our arrows at the end. And we know because y is less than that, we're shading all the points down here. Okay, now let's do the other line in blue. So we're at -3. So -1, -2, -3 right there. And this time our slope is a -2. So I'm going to go up 2 over 1 and get that point. I'm also going to go down to right 1. This line is dashed. So this time I'm going to dash the line. And once again, I'm going to shade, in this case, y is greater than that. So the points that work here are the blue, but they're also up here. But the only part that has both the red and the blue, I'm going to shade in black because that is the actual solution. It has to be below the red line and above the blue line. And so it's only those points in this little section right here that are solutions to the system. And that's it. Great job. See you next time.